Okay, let's do this. Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
What? Okay, what's this?
Three Eye Atlas.
Three Eye Atlas.
Three Eye Atlas.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere for now until it leaves the solar system.
Well, I happen to have the orbit of Three Eye Atlas mapped. People said because I'll put
Do you have
this.
a,
I'm going to add this stuff later.
you have a photo of it to show?
Well, I took a picture there when I went there astrally last night, and I brought a picture back.
Oh,
It's flat.
the universe is flat now?
No, just Three Eye Atlas.
Just
I'm just kidding. I'm making all this up. Okay. So but a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was heavily into astronomy, and I actually was working close with some people at the Institute for Astronomy in Hawaii, the Hawaii Institute for Astronomy, and I was a member of their local astronomers club, and I got access to the telescopes on the top of Haleakala. I went inside the Falk telescope. I went inside the Eos telescope. I saw like I'm not the average, you know what I mean, just stargazer. I just put a lot of time into it. It was my main hobby. And I was there in the Pan Stars room when the week after when they concluded that it was going to work. Pan Stars is a gigapixel camera, 3 gigapixels. And imagine, have you ever seen like
Can't even imagine that.
Don't bother because it's
I'm like,
more than that. I think it's like 14 or 12 or 14 gigapixels now between the array. What that does is if you ever look through a telescope and you can zoom in on and then see a galaxy. So you go up there and it looks like a star or something fun, and you put a giant telescope on it, you can zoom in and see this like the Horsehead Nebula or the Orion Nebula, right? This camera can do that to the whole sky in a snapshot. Like click, and you can zoom in on the picture and see the galaxies and see the Horsehead Nebula in one picture, and then zoom out. Like that's what the camera does. It's connected to a telescope. It's a radical advancement in astronomy. So they had one telescope on Maui. One telescope on Maui, and they had the room. I went in there, and I was like there when they were developing it. And they said, now that we've passed, like the week of, they said it worked. We did it. It's going to work. So then they were going to put up to 4 telescopes on the Big Island, and then another array on the other side of the world. I think in Chile or I forget where. Anyhow, so that they could watch the entire night sky all night long, every bit of it.
oh, okay.
Okay, so because when you look at a telescope, when you look through a telescope and you hold your finger out, it's the size you're looking at is less than your thumb of the sky. So when you're at night, you look at the sky, you're only looking at a little piece of
okay. Yeah.
through the telescope. So they can't see the rest of it. There's not that many telescopes in the world looking up all the time. They didn't have complete surveillance of the skies until a few years ago, in 2017 or something, when it went online. So since then, we're starting to see these objects come through the Three Eye Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
And so now people are acting like it's some kind of new thing. But the thing is, we just couldn't notice them before. They've been coming through the whole time, our whole life,
makes sense.
history, but we just couldn't see it. And now we can see them. And then now people are building their career on Three Eye Atlas as the crystalline palace, and it's going to change our chakra alignment and upgrade us to the 4th D. This woo word salad stuff is coming out. The Three Eye Atlas, I remote viewed it. You can't remote view Three Eye Atlas on purpose by yourself. You have to, that's not blind. You have to have a blind targeter. It has to be a group of people to do a remote viewing. We did it. But there's some crazy stories, man. One guy, I'm going to pull this up. Yeah, one guy said it's going to crash into the world. Three Atlas will hit the Earth in 37 days. This is the Cosmic Watch on Facebook. A chilling prediction from Elon Musk Grok 4. I don't think Grok predicted this. I'm going to check with Grok and put that up there, but I'll post this on the screen. So Three Atlas is going to hit a NASA cover-up and intentional maneuvers, and it's all based on Grok, as if Grok is hooked into a telescope. Another one, a friend of mine said, Three Atlas, the threat that there was a draconian army on Three Atlas of reptilians that were going to invade the Earth, and they got engaged by a galactic federation that boarded Three Atlas and cleansed it of the threat. Don't worry, there's nothing to be afraid of. We're safe.
So wait,
and I
you're
just
saying that didn't actually happen?
No, I don't think it happened.
I mean, hey,
So, in my experience, if there was a giant draconian reptilian army, they wouldn't ride a hollowed out rock. They would show up here in 2 seconds from their crib, from their little base. They would be here immediately with a giant warship.
oh yeah, is
So,
Three Eye Atlas drifting or is it navigating?
it's both. Well, it's drifting. It's not getting any faster.
Well, if it's navigating, that means someone's navigating it.
They're trying to say that it's got some anomalies, but I've got the orbit charted. You can see where it's going to come in. Let me look and see if I have this here. The orbit schedule of Three Eye Atlas. You know, so it comes in. Got November, through December. It comes in, and then it's very far from the Earth right now, and it's going to be all the way in January 22nd and 26th. It's going to be a great time to look at it. Like that's a great time to look at it if you're an astronomer.
It'll be as close as possible.
Well, it's dark as possible, away from the sun, and then it'll just drift off into space, and we'll never see it again. It's like that's the current thing, and it has been since day one. It hasn't changed. So it's a unique object. It hasn't tailed and it's done weird stuff around the sun. But people that really don't have the knowledge of it or what's going on are making up stories. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. People are making up. Somebody, he might be right. There could have been a draconian army on there. It could be ascending us to the 5D. I don't know. But I'm telling you that with all the different stuff coming out, it's clear that people are making shit up about three.
Now's their chance to make shit up. If you're
Yeah, now's their chance because in the news
you do it.
and you're following the algorithms.
You get lots of
You have a show that talks about current events that follows the algorithms every week. But
you just peer into my soul right there. That's what
I was aiming for that. We'll see how that. Hopefully, that makes
got a little choked up. I was like, okay.
That. So I just wanted to cover a little bit of that. The Three Eye Atlas. I mean, if I wanted to dig deeper and come up with more preposterous word salami around Three Eye Atlas, there seems to be a never-ending pile of it.
Yeah.
On its side.
So what are I got a question. You probably know, you're gonna know way more than me. What do the flat earthers think about that stuff?
Dude, I don't know. So back in the day, the flat earthers were saying that the sky is a television screen.
Oh, okay.
That's a television screen, and that it's fake. Is like when you look at the sky and see the stars at night, it's a TV screen, like the Truman Show.
So then they don't believe in any of the astrology stuff?
Yeah, it's all a TV screen. Even though I don't know what you would make such a structure out of, it would require it to be
Truman Show?
Well, I'm saying a structure that big hanging over us would have to be harder than a diamond for the whole thing. And what would power a screen that big? And especially when you can sit out in the sun and get warm and get cooked and start fires with a magnifying glass, like what would power that? It would be way more power than all of the power of the solar system combined. It's like maybe not the whole solar system, maybe not the sun, but it's very unrealistic. Also, in astronomy, knowing astronomy, there's something called parallax. The same way the same way you shoot a basketball, because you have two eyes, so you can tell how far away the basket is. If you close one eye and try to shoot a basketball from the 3-point line, you'll never hit it.
Yeah.
You can't tell the distance one-eyed, right?
Yeah.
So they do it with telescopes and look at a planet, and you can tell exactly how far the planet is apart. You can do it, and you can look at nebulas and stars. It's called parallax. That's what we do. They could put one telescope in Australia and one in America, and when they're both coming around, they can see how far away stuff is. So it's definitely not a television screen up there, for one. So that I don't know what else they say after that, the Three Eye Atlas stuff. The other thing is the sky's upside down when you're in Australia.
There's another bottle like that.
When you go to Australia, the moon has like a rabbit in it. Did you know the rabbit in the moon?
No, I don't. No.
You look at the moon at night on a clear night, and it's kind of a full moon. It looks like a rabbit. The craters, it's like there's a rabbit.
I'll look into it. Actually, I want to look into that now. Well,
check it out. There's a rabbit in the moon. I'll try to get a picture of it. when you go to Australia or in the Southern Hemisphere, I was blown away when I stepped out because I was still on U.S. time. So I was like up at 3 a.m. every morning when I stayed in Australia. And I walked out in the yard and I was like, holy, the rabbit was upside down because you're upside down on the bottom of the earth.
Right.
And it was upside down. Like I was blown away. I didn't realize it until then. I looked and I was stoked about seeing the Eta Carinii. I can never pronounce it. The Southern Cross and that nebula right there. I was super stoked. I was like, I'm going to see the Southern Cross. And I did. And the Magellanic Cloud is down there. There's a lot of great astronomy in the Southern Hemisphere. But the moon and everything, and all the stars were upside down too. So Orion and all the Big Dipper, they're upside down there because
You know what?
upside down.
That reminds me of what just took effect, a few days ago? That geo storm.
The storm with we got the Aurora Borealis.
Borealis. Yes. That was cool. A lot of people had some really cool pics of the sky.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? I was supposed to be able to see it here where I'm at in California. And I went outside and it was finally rainy. Went all year without rain. There was no rain, dry as can be. I'm loving the rain, but I still couldn't see the Aurora Borealis. So, but there was a lot of great pictures, and that was a solar storm, right? A flare that did that. Nothing really fried out, and I don't feel like I've ascended to the 5D yet.
No, not yet.
So I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, I don't feel that yet either.
I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but I feel like a lot of people in a lot of the communities that I frequent online and social media are not entirely genuine. I wish they have a little bit more integrity on the stuff they put out there. When they remote view something, put out what you remote view and don't make it fudge to fit the algorithms. A lot of people are stretching to try to come up with content and they're making shit up, and it just makes you look bad. It makes everybody look bad that is subscribing to you. When you're lying, you're dishonoring your subscribers.
Yes.
So there.
100%.
So, and then a lot of people are cool and they call it how it is and that's what they get. And, like a remote viewing or a psychic reading, they got to say what they got and that's it. And if it pans out, it does. And if it don't, then who knows? It was another timeline. Yeah. But however that works, you know what I mean? A lot of people have integrity. It's not everybody, but I'll tell you what, 3i Atlas really put a spotlight on a lot of people that don't have a lot of integrity lately. So, because you could tell what they're saying is just horse hockey. I'm not going to come back to it. So, Chris, promise me this. Unless it's in the major news, this is the last time. I'm doing my evil thing. This is the last time we shall speak of 3i Atlas unless aliens come out of it.
You're right. I don't believe that. I just want to say thanks everybody for watching. We really appreciate it, and I'm out.